Alright, we have here the Tactics edit, which allows you to change several options. For example, you can change the formation, your partner can move back and your opponent can move. You can split up the court diagonally or horizontally. Oh my god. Alright, I got this. You can split up the court horizontally or vertically between you and your partner. You could also make it so that when you move back, they move back. Or inversely, when you move in one direction, they move in the opposite direction, basically. You can change what direction they hit the ball. You can change whether or not they use the C gauge a lot, or whether or not they should go into super mode. Stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. And as you can tell by that's for doubles, which is exactly what we're going to be playing today. We're going to take on the first doubles tournament, which I don't know the name of, but it doesn't matter. It took me a while to decide what character to use. I was going to use one of the new guys that I just unlocked, but ultimately, I was also going to use Renji, but ultimately, I decided to just go with the first two characters that we unlocked, which are Kaido and Jin. As you may have seen on the left top, there was a little bar that said low. That indicates the partner's level. You know, whether they're going to be easy, medium, or hard. And the only way to, increase that is to unlock a mode that I'm working on right now. And in order to do that, I need to win a tournament in singles, which we've done already. The first tournament in doubles, which we're going to try to do now. And the first mixed match tournament, which we'll do after this. And then we can go back and do all the other doubles tournaments, because Jin is fucking stupid. Basically, look at that. He could have easily hit that. But there's so many fucking times where he can hit the ball, but he just decides, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna hit the ball. And I have to fucking run around like nonsense and get the ball. Anyways, that's why at first I was using, when I first tried to do this is like the 5th time that I'm playing against these guys, I try to use Jin. See, he could have easily hit that. I try to use Jin, because I figured he moves really fast, and I'll just let Kaido go up at the net, and I'll just run around and get the ball. It should be easy. No. Because Jin sucks normally, like he just is no good. And then Kaido did not do anything. I figured, Kaido could use his specials, which are really good. As you can see, I'm using one of them now, which is really good. So I figured, he'll spam the specials and I'll just hit the ball. No, Kaido didn't do a damn thing. So I figured I'll switch and I'll just have to spam the specials. That's the only way I'm getting through this. Alright, so yeah. Kaido has a large amount of specials at his disposal. He's one of the better characters, to be truly honest, because his stats are pretty solid, more or less, and his specials are amazing. His specials are pretty cool. He goes in for a smash and then he turns it into a drop shot. But I'm talking about Kaido. Kaido's specials are great. They're all based off the buggy whip shot, which is an actual thing you can do in tennis, except this greatly exaggerates what it can do. It basically just means you whip the ball so that it curves a bit in the air. Curves is sort of loosely defined in this series because it fucking makes a complete 90-degree turn or something like that and just completely goes into the opposite direction in this game, which is complete horseshit because that's completely impossible. But putting that aside, he has several buggy whip shots that you can use. He has a short one, a long one, this really weird lobby one that I don't fucking understand, and I've never seen it in the show either, which are really cool. And he also has this weird special that you can only use in doubles. I don't remember exactly how it works. I think you have to lose a couple of. You have to be. I think you have to lose a couple of points and then you can use it because he'll flash red. And all he does is hit the ball and it's like a slice or something. I don't know. We'll get to that when it happens, I guess. So I'm gonna have to end up just spamming his specials to win. Because these guys, they're actually really good that I'm playing against. And Jin is no help most of the time. He's a little bit better now because I changed the Or maybe that's later on. I don't remember. I changed the tactics because at first it was so that he the way he hits the ball would be right in. Yeah, it would just hit the ball in the opposite of my direction. So he would just hit it right in front of him, basically. But I changed it so that he hits it towards my direction because it allows me to easily hit the volley, and also when he's up front, it allows him to cut in between both players and wins us points. But that's whenever he decides to hit the ball and not be a douchebag and completely stand there oblivious. Like, that wasn't his fault. I get that. He could have hit that, true. But you know what? Fine, I'll give him that one. Let me just stop talking smack about Jin already. We're playing against some guys. I don't fucking know their name. I really honestly do not know their name. I know this guy, he has like a horse face. The guy in the back. The one without the red bandana. His name is something. But I just call him Dane. That's what he says. That's like his vocal quirk, I guess. After everything he says, he just says Dane all the time. No matter what he says, he has to end all his sentences and stuff with that. So, and we have this other guy, which is like sort of like a volley acrobatics or something like that. He's just like, the main thing that I know about this guy is that he has that that smash, but then he switches it into a drop shot. And then he has a brother that's also in this game. Those are the only two things I know about that guy. I know I probably should have done some more research, but I was just so infuriated on what was going on with my partner being complete ass that I just I didn't really care. Sorry. Feels good to get that off my throat. But the only special I've seen is that special he does there, which is sort of like, I guess, a low slice, and that's about it. And then his partner has the smash drop shot that I talked about. He also has a fake that turns into a normal smash, I believe, and he also has some sort of crazy lob that goes all the way up, and then it doesn't bounce. It lands on the ground, and it just stops moving, and the point is over, which is fucking crazy. Naturally impossible, but it's crazy. It's also kind of hard to compete against in doubles, at least, because I have to run all the way back and get it, because Jin is obviously not gonna do it. That's just the name of this series. It's just shit on Jin. Sometimes he does good. Like, there are a couple of points where I have to like position him correctly, and he'll get it in between the opponents, and it'll be a good shot. But there are other times where I'm just like, what are you doing, man? What is going on? Why didn't you hit that? Why did you just let that one go? It's just the things that... Anyways, I think this is the lob. No? Oh yeah. He also has the one where he hits the net and it bounces off. Cord ball. And it bounces at the baseline. The guy's really good, actually. His stats are not bad. They're solid. They're not amazing, but they're pretty solid. And he has some really good specials. I might actually... I definitely want to use him, actually, when I unlock him. I don't know when that is. I'll have to look it up. Because he seems really, really awesome. Probably only use him in doubles, because I don't know if he'll be that great in singles. He's primarily a doubles player. But, I mean, in this game, I don't know if he'd be that great as a singles player. Especially later on. Because it's going to start getting pretty hard after the cancel singles tournament, which I'm doing right now. Yeah, that's that nonsense where it just spins around and lands in the back. I don't know what that is. And the reason that I hate playing against Kaido so much is because when I used to play this game for fun, I would put the difficulty on hard. And sometimes I would play against, well, no, one time, because after that one time I stopped. I would put the difficulty on hard and I would put the specials on max. And it was so crazy how many times Kaido used his special. Oh my god, every 2 seconds. And it was just me constantly scrambling, trying to get to the ball. It was just crazy. Horrible. never play Kaido on hard with max C gauge. It's the worst thing you could ever do to yourself. So that's one of the reasons why whenever I see Kaido on the other team, I'm just like, oh shit. I wanted to talk about it in the Kanto singles tournament because I played him, but I didn't get to it because I was too busy bitching about Lightworks. So after bitching about Jin, I at least got it to it this time. I wish I should have like keep score of how many points I win as versus how many points Jin wins, because I'm pretty sure the ratio is like 70 to like 0.5 or something like that, because it is ridiculous. Look at that run back. Oh my god. I hate spamming my specials. I really do, because it's pretty broken most of the times in this game mode, or not this game mode, this difficulty, because the the curve for the difficulty is really steep in this game. Because in normal, if you use your special 9.5 out of 10 times, you'll get the point, because the opponent doesn't use their special as often as they should. They use it. They started using it more often now, I've noticed. I don't know, maybe just back in the day. But now they use their specials, decent amount. But their specials aren't, that big of a deal. So it's not that big of a deal for me to... try that again. It's not that big of a deal to deal with, because you usually know when it's coming, and you can counter them pretty easily. Which is what the computer does in hard mode. Because whenever you use their special, they automatically know where to go to hit the ball. So your specials are completely useless in hard mode, which is just asinine how from just one level up, it's a completely different game. Which is why I didn't want to play this in hard, because I figured I would just lose a bunch of times. Especially, like, I could barely beat some of the hard guys. That's the special I was talking about, the double special, where I think after... No, I guess it's not when you lose points. I think it's after a couple of rallies. He just does it. I don't know. I'll look it up. I should have looked that up also. I'm so sorry. So professional of me. But shit. What was I saying? Yeah, like even with my good characters that I know how to use, I would have a really difficult time playing normal characters. Like I say normal, as in I'm not playing really shitty characters. Beating just normal decent characters on hard mode, let alone the really tough guys. So that's why I just left it on normal, because it's difficult enough that it's not constantly 6-0, which was, I know it happened at first with Momoshino, but that doesn't happen anymore. I've even lost like twice. I've lost to these guys a bunch of times actually, so it's difficult enough, especially since I'm not using characters I know how to use. I'm using characters I don't like using, so it balances out enough. So I don't even know how I got to that point. I don't know, I hate that shit. What was my train of thought? I hate it when I do that sometimes. Like I just ramble on from one point to the next, I just digress so majorly. But anyways, yeah, I've played these guys so many fucking times. It's not even funny. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, my special. Yeah, because I have to spam my specials in order to win. And if it was on hard mode, I would obliterate it, because they would run exactly where, like he did just now. Well, no, actually that's a lie. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool way to win. They would know exactly where to run and hit the ball. So even against Kaido, with Kaido, it wouldn't matter. I'm pretty sure I used it like my special like 25 times, something like that. I'm almost positive it was at least 25 times. Let's see. Ooh, 60. Close enough. But Jin used 0. I understand, I kept hogging it, but when I played before, you still wouldn't use the specials. Like, I understand it can be shit, but at least use specials. Do something, man. Damn. Anyways, let's see who we're facing off on the second round of this doubles tournament. This nameless doubles tournament, whose name I don't remember. Okay. We're playing the guys from Furuhime. That's cool. Next time we'll take on Tetsu and some guy whose name escapes me.